screen door is not finished yet, but as you can see, it's working. It looks good. It's treating me well. So I took the trip to Florida. I got the door installed. I put the screens in. It works really well. I'm very happy with it. It's got a nice tight fit. It looks good. It's a fairly decent match. And I had some issues. I just couldn't get this project finished before I left because of the weather. It was so cold up in Jersey, 4, 6, 7 degrees. I gotta shoot inside now. It's snowing out, it's freezing, so I gotta work in here. This is where I did the jump with the thing, and I went in, so I'm over here. Now I'm gonna show you what it takes to make these screens.
Here's what we got. Of course, we have the screening material. See that? That's good stuff. This is for small insects and no-see-ums. So we're good with that. That screening goes into these channels. See these frames? You cut them to size, and then you put them together with these little corner ends that slide right in, and the spline guy. These are cheap, but that's what you get these days. I'm not crazy about them, but that's what we got. Then we've got the splines. Splines are a fancy name for rubber cordage. The rubber cordage, once you lay the screen on top of the frame, you put this on top of the screen, and you press it into the channel. It holds the screening in place. You press it into the channel with a splining tool. It's a little wheel on a tool. It's very professional. That's it. That's how you press it in, and it holds it in place, and you cut the screen away.
So, those are the parts we need. Now with the thinking comes through. What I thought initially was I was going to do a nice, big, long frame. One single screen, right, in the frame. It goes all the way around. That would look really nice on the back of the door. This is the back of the door. But what happens is with this gradient expanse of screen on a door, swinging in and out, it's floppy. I'm not so sure that's a good idea. Also, if I were to cut or puncture this screen, I got to replace the whole thing. So what I think I'm going to do is make 2 separate screen frames. One for the bottom, one for the top. I'll put them right in here. It won't look as nice as a big full screen, but I think that's the practical thing to do. If I puncture one, I only have to replace the one. There's some rigidity. These screen frames I'm going to mount with Velcro. 3/4 inch Velcro. Perfect. It'll fit right on the back of here, and I'll run the other part right on the door there. Now the one that's on the door, you get a stapler, and you pop a few staples in that one, so you got the adhesive and the staple. So now the screen frame is Velcroed to the back of the door. If I have to change them, it just comes right up and off, and I can change the screen out and put it back on. It's pretty easy. And it says right here, no see-ums. It doesn't really say that, but that's what I'm hoping. So as you can see, the door works really well. I'm in, I'm out. It's got a really nice seal. It fits well. They took the trip okay. It really is nice. This is the part I had trouble with. This is temporary. I failed. I wanted to sew my Velcro border around the perimeter and be able to Velcro it on and off easily in order to close the door. If I wanted to pull the curtain closed inside at night, can't do it. Every time I tried to sew through this Velcro with my needle and thread, the needle would bind up on the sewing machine, the thread would break. I ran out of time. So I bordered it with Velcro and I stapled it in. It's permanent for right now. It's temporary. It's a test. I took it on the trip. I've been all through Florida. It works great. So now when I get home, I know what I got to do. It was tight as a drum, but it got loose from me closing this door, and the curtain that's on my slider, pressing against this, stretched it. So now I know we don't want to take the screen all the way out and over this front edge. I'm going to put a little nice piece of trim here, matching wood trim, right along here, and a triangular molding here. So this screen does not come all the way out to this edge. It's going to just come to the beginning of this post here. It'll reveal a little more of this wood, which is really pretty. And I think it'll work out well. I also did the screening in the van, the windows in the back. I pulled the screening out of them and I put the no-see-em screening in. You'll see what a difference that makes. I forgot to do the Fantastic fan. So that has these big coarse openings in an old screen. So I'm not even using the Fantastic fan. I'm using my windows. I'm leaving this open at night. It's beautiful. It's really nice. I am beating these bugs. It's a war, and this round I'm winning.